Hi boys and girls. Today's April 29th, 2020. It is a sunny day, so I thought I would read a book to you outside today. I hope everyone's doing well. I know this week we're learning about butterflies, so I have a book for us called From Caterpillar to Butterfly. This is by Deborah Hilgeman and illustrated by Barry Weissman. Or maybe it's Barry Weissman. All right. So today, caterpillars came to school in a jar. It is eating green leaves. It is climbing and wiggling. This tiny caterpillar is going to change. It will change into a beautiful butterfly. You got it. Caterpillars usually turn into butterflies outdoors. They live in gardens and meadows and yards. But we will watch our caterpillar change into a butterfly right here in our classroom. This change is called metamorphosis. Can you say that, boys and girls? Metamorphosis. That's a big word. Sorry, a little windy outside. Our caterpillar started out as a tiny egg. The mother butterfly laid the egg on a leaf. Here's the little egg over here. The egg is very tiny. The size of it is the size of a pinhead. So if you ever seen a little pin, it's only that size, really, really tiny. When the caterpillar hatched out of the egg, it was hungry. It ate its way out of its own eggshell. Boys and girls, can you think of another book about a caterpillar who ate and ate? Did you ever hear The Very Hungry Caterpillar? Yeah, I think we read that one in school this year. So then it started to eat green plants right away. A caterpillar's job is to eat and eat and eat. So it'll grow and grow and grow. Over here it's telling us the caterpillar is also called a larva. So larva is one of the words. We'll talk about that on Friday in our Zoom class. Each day we come into school and we look at our caterpillar, and each day it is bigger. There it is. Our skin grows with us, but a caterpillar's skin does not grow. When the caterpillar gets too big for its skin, the skin splits down the back. The caterpillar crawls right out of its own skin. It has a new skin underneath. This is called molting. Our caterpillar will molt for 4 or 5 times. So boys and girls, also what you could be thinking about for our Zoom meeting is what else do we know that molts, that sheds its skin a couple times before it's grown up, or maybe throughout its life. Okay, so I'll look that up too, so I can give you information on other animals that molt. After many days, our caterpillar is finished growing. It's much bigger than when it was when it first came to school. It's almost as big as my finger now. There he is. And see them looking at their fingers comparing? Our caterpillar is making a special house for its, first it makes a button of silk. This is pointing to where the button of silk is. That's going to hold him to the leaf. It uses this button to hang upside down from a twig. Remember, a twig is part of a tree. There's the trunk, then the branch. The twig's the thinner part of the branch. So then it molts for the last time. Instead of a new skin this time, there's going to be a hard shell. The shell is called a chrysalis. Our caterpillar will stay inside the chrysalis for a long time. And so here it's pointing to what the chrysalis, the outside, is. The chrysalis is also called the pupa, is what it's telling us over here. Every day the chrysalis looks the same. We can't see anything happening, but inside the chrysalis our caterpillar is changing. Will our caterpillar ever turn into a butterfly? Will it ever come out of its chrysalis? We can hardly wait, but we do. We wait and we wait and wait. Then one day, during snack time, somebody shouts, "Look!" And we all rush over. Sounds like something you would do, boys and girls. They're rushing over. Do you see the split right there? The chrysalis is cracking. We see a head, a body, and then wings. It's a butterfly. But look, boys and girls, isn't it? It's all wrinkly. We're gonna learn next what it has to do to become unwrinkled. The tiny caterpillar, maybe I'll tell you then if it doesn't tell us. The tiny caterpillar who came to school in a jar turned into a painted lady butterfly, and we saw it happen. Our butterfly is damp and crumpled. It hangs on the chrysalis while its wings flap and flap. Blood is pumping into the wings. The wings straighten out and dry, and soon our butterfly is ready to fly. Our butterfly cannot stay in the jar. It needs to be outside with flowers and grass and trees and other butterflies. It's a warm spring day, so I put my finger in the jar and the butterfly sits on my finger. I pull it out and our butterfly goes free. We feel a little sad, but a little happy. We watch our butterfly land on a flower. It will sip the flower's nectar through a long coiled tube called a proboscis. Maybe it's a female butterfly, and maybe someday she will lay an egg on a leaf. I know just what will happen then. The egg will hatch into a caterpillar, and the caterpillar will turn into a butterfly. How many different kinds of butterflies can you find around your neighborhood? They're starting to come around, boys and girls, so here's some that you could look for. This one's called a monarch, and if you see the caterpillar, I'm sorry, boys and girls, I'm gonna fold it because it's blowing. That's what the monarch caterpillar looks like, and then there's the butterfly. This one's called a black swallowtail, and that caterpillar looks a little different. It says it's found in areas very far west. This one says it's over most United States. A cabbage white is found also throughout the United States. Now, boys and girls, this one you might look at and think it's a moth, but moths come out at night. Butterflies come out during the day. So if it's out during the daytime and it's white, it might be this one. And then again, at nighttime, they're moths. I know last week, one of our friends drew a Luna moth and shared it during our insect week. So dog-faced butterfly, they're found throughout the South, and they migrate through the Midwest and to the Northeast in Canada. So we could see a dog-faced butterfly. A common blue is found in the United States, the western part of the United States, so we wouldn't see that one necessarily. And as you see, they're caterpillars. They look different as caterpillars. And then this one is a buckeye. It says it's found in most areas of the United States except for the Pacific Northwest. So possibly we could see a buckeye. And that's the story. The next part is a fable. We're not going to read that today. But I also, if you noticed while I was reading, I didn't read all the words on the pages. Let me show you. I did read this one, but on other pages I skipped. So let's go back and see what these other words were saying. This one says, the mother butterfly lays her egg on a plant that the caterpillar will eat. These are called the host plants. A host plant is, again, that's what they're going to eat when they're born. They start eating right away. The mother isn't with them anymore. And then over here, I think I already did tell you this, but the caterpillar is also called a larva. Okay. Over here, the caterpillar eats and grows for 12 to 14 days. How many days? Yep, 12 to 14. So that's almost 2 full weeks. Again, that was Button of Silk, and chrysalis. The chrysalis is called the pupa. So if you notice, these little words are more words to give us information. So this book, these are facts. The caterpillar stays in the chrysalis for about 1 week. In 2 hours, the wings are dry and the butterfly is ready to fly. So it only takes 2 hours for it to pump its blood and flap its wings till it's ready. Painted lady butterflies sip nectar from certain flowers. They like thistle, burdock, zinnia, butterfly bush, and mint. I wonder if you have any of those plants at your house. I have a butterfly bush and I have mint, so I'm going to keep an eye out on those two plants to see if I can see a painted lady. If I do, I'll take a picture and show you. Okay, and I read those, and then that was the fable for another time. So boys and girls, again, that was From Caterpillar to Butterfly, and I know a lot of you already know a lot about this because you shared that with me at school. I hope you're having fun working on your butterfly packet, and remember on Friday to please share your favorite page in your homework packet with us at our Zoom meeting at 11 or 6 o'clock at night, okay? Thank you. I hope you're having a good week. Bye-bye.